So there's a place here in Connecticut, actually more than one place, that's called Lenses Only. You might have seen their ads on Channel 3.
Okay, so I can get there to get lenses only.
Well, that's what I thought, but
Okay.
They actually sell frames too. While they concentrate on making lenses for your existing frames, which is a huge cost saver, they've also got just about everything you'll find in an eyewear store.
Take a look.
I'd like you to meet Tom Gonthier and Steve Abbate. They've been friends for 30 years and business partners for 3. Together, they own Lenses Only.
I'm an optician by trade, and one of the things I saw in the industry that was amiss was that people want to use their own frames. And what happens is you go into a store, into an optical location, and a lot of times they don't want to sell you just lenses only. They want to sell you the frame too. So it's strategic.
Not here at Lenses Only. If you have existing frames and need just lenses, they're going to accommodate you and are happy to do it.
So we've came up with this idea that we are encouraging people to utilize their own frames. So they're coming from all over the state just to use their own frames, which has been great.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I can come in with my frames, and you'll fit the lenses to those frames.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
And how does that happen here on premises?
It does.
Take a look.
Those are someone's frames.
Yeah, they're someone's frame, and you can see it's very beautiful. Actually made by a company called Matisse, made in Italy. They're actually hand painted by an individual, so there's not 2 of these in the world.
But the lenses, no good. So Tom is going to make new ones using these 2 machines.
So I'm going to show you what we do here, and it's actually very simple. You just take this frame here, and you input it into this machine.
Called the tracer.
And it's going to trace the image of that frame. So basically, you just push this button, a stylist will come into the frame, into the inside groove, and then it will go around. As it does, it's mapping it 1,000 times, so that it's an exact image of the frame, so it can't be off.
After other important information is entered, the image captured here is then sent on to this machine. That's where the lens, which has arrived from the lab with the correct prescription information, is inserted.
And you'll see that there's a roughing wheel, which is made up of small diamond chips, and then it will cut it down to its basic shape. And once it's done that, it needs to create what's called a bevel. And once it's done that, you'll see that it will insert the lens into that frame and it will fit perfectly every time, one time.
It really is a remarkable process.
And about 50% of our business is lenses only, which in the optical industry, they tell me that it's usually about 3%.
2-3%, or 50%.
Wow. 2%
Of all what they do in a normal optical store would be 2% is lens replacement. We're nearing 50%.
That's pretty incredible.
So that tells you it's a little bit different model.
So if 50% of their business is lenses only, what's the other 50%?
I thought it was just lenses, but it's not.
It's definitely not just lenses.
They sell frames too.
And in case I do want some frames.
Guess what? We have the most selection of designer frames in Connecticut.
Really?
At much reduced rates.
Wow, that's great.
Yep.
Whether it's just the lenses you need or the frames to go with them, check out Lenses Only.
Would you change the name?
Never.
Never.
It's been the best part of this company. We had a lot of people try to talk us out of using the name Lenses Only, so we stuck with it because we knew it was what's going to make us different.
But it's a little nutty.
It is, but what happens is people walk in because it says Lenses Only, not because it says Tom and Steve's Optical. It allows us then to have that few minutes in front of them to tell us why we're different, why we do things differently, and that's what's been the best thing for us, really.
It's working. Their business is growing.
3 retail stores. We're in 2 dispensaries and an ophthalmologist's office. And then we're opening in Avon.
So we want to give people an awesome product.
And they do. Really beautiful frames, lenses, they got the whole thing going.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
And such nice guys with a great business model. Lenses only, but frames too.
To find a lenses only store where you can get your frames too, head to lensesonlyoptical.com.